So what I wanted to talk about today is very relevant, I feel, in the world. What I wanted to talk about today um, is women and men, and what we really should be looking for in a man. Women, what they should be looking for in a man, and what a man should be looking for in a woman. Before we go to the word today, I wanted to have a conversation with really women out there, to ask ourselves, what do we look for, right, in a man? In today's society, we get so caught up with social acceptance, looking a certain way, acting a certain way. And I want to say to all the ladies out there, but what you should be really looking for in a man isn't that man's looks. What you really should be looking for in a man isn't the things that he has. I want to give an example. Many men will have money. Many men out there can have great looks. But if they can't lead, what does it matter? If a man can't lead his home, I would even say, what good is he? If a man can't teach his children right from wrong, if a man can't be a man of God, I'd say this, is he even a man? And so I want to leave this with you ladies out there. A lady, whether she will admit it or not, will submit to her husband. When a man goes and does, his wife will follow. Now this can be very good, or this can be very evil. Well, what do you mean, Chris, right? What I mean is simply this. A man can lead his house to heaven and to Christ, or a man can lead his wife and everything he loves straight to hell. You see, what is important is not, is my husband pretty? What's important is not, does my husband have a Lamborghini? What's not important is, does my husband own multiple houses? These things have no matter. What's important is my husband a man of God? What's important is, does my husband submit to Scripture? What's important is, are we equally yoked? You see, by the way your husband leads, his wife, his children will follow. We see this in the Bible all the time, where one man does wicked and many men do wicked. Many people do wicked. Just like with one unrighteous, wicked human being, many will become unrighteous and wicked. So is it with the righteous man, where one man walks in God's ways, one man teaches others to follow Christ, so then many other men submit to Christ, and many other men follow Christ. And so I would ask women, what are you following today? Is the man that you quote love leading you straight to hell? Or is the man that you love, is he a godly man who's leading you straight to heaven, straight to Christ? You see, this is it. So I would ask you out there, Does your man lead? Does he wash you in the word? And now I'm going to look at 2 Timothy, or I think it's 1 Timothy. This is our reading today, right? 1 Timothy, chapter 3, right? And I'm going to start at number 2. It says, therefore, an overseer, a man of God, must be above reproach, the husband of one wife, not many wives, one wife, sober-minded, self-control, respectable, hospitable, able to teach, not a drunkard, not violent, but gentle, not quarrelsome, not a lover of money. He must manage his own household well, with keeping all dignity, keeping his children submissive. For if someone does not know how to manage his own household, how will he care for God's church? Men, we must lead. We must lead with self-control. We must demonstrate self-control. We must demonstrate being respectable, not being a lover of money, but a lover of God. We must teach well. And as Scripture has spoke, if you can't teach your children, how can you teach anyone else? You ever seen a child hearken to the man's voice? Your mom, all you guys know this out there. A wife can repeat and repeat and repeat. And when the man goes to speak, boom. God's given you your own little kingdoms. But if you can't manage your own little kingdom, if you can't teach your kids well, how can you teach anyone else? Men, we must learn to teach well. We must teach our kids respect, morals, godly values. It's all right there. And so, men, are you teaching well? Are you teaching your kids things in which, I'll just say this in my own convictions, the things that I don't want my kids to grow up and do, I don't do. See, we're not to be the Pharisee. We're not to do things that we ourselves do and then tell other people not to do them. In other words, are you an example that other men can look to and learn from? Are you selfish with selfish desires? A man of the world and not of God. And so I'd urge you, brothers, I'd urge you, sisters, find a man who is a man of God. It's amazing how we want a man, right? A good man, right? Men, we say we want a good woman, right? Do you know you find that woman? You find him in the church. Ladies, you know you find a good man, you find him in the church. That's where you find him. You find him in the word, submitting to the word, obeying the word. And you know how much peace will come upon your home? You know what Proverbs says? A man who finds a godly wife finds a good thing and finds favor from God. So men, are you seeking a godly wife? And women, are you seeking a godly man? And if you guys are liking the video, please like and subscribe, and God bless each and every one of you. I'm out. Peace.